season battle as we're underway in Week 4. On the return, Lynn Bowden. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Lynn Bowden on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
1st down, Denver.
Stafford looks to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. To the air again, Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They're going to look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there on a 1st down.
For a Jets. 1st and 10 at the 40.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's Jets now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Eluding the pressure right. End zone. Touchdown, Jets. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Bowden now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Brashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. That extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. These two teams all tied after 1.
48-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flush to his right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Good for a Jet.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
At the 34-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Miles Sanders, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 25-yard line.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, now to Goodwin.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, and they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Sanders, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Carrier.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. And our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And goal to go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Miles Sanders on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jets 35. Broncos
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 50, it's Stafford. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
And 2 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford sliding out of the pocket. And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos get a bit closer. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Jets 35. Broncos 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
At the 27-yard line.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before the break. Stafford letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On first down, Stafford here. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Throwing again on second down. Stafford. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown.
Kenyon Drake, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
The kick is good.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Jets 35, Broncos 21. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
49-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A
gain.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
4th down.
Looking to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. DJ Chark. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Bowden now to return. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Once again with Sanders. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand. And the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the 3rd quarter here. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds Cook.
Let's get that swagger,
y'all. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Flush to his right. Sanders has it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Sanders.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Stafford. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run. It's Sanders. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Sanders, the ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And the return will stop right around the 25. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Rolling to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. Going for it all. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Devin Duvernay with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Stafford. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
3rd down.
Hard throw, incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Hey, 25 to the mic. We're going 25 to the mic. Go. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Phillips on the stop.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Slayton. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now back to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
First down.
Play action. Stafford. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler Jalen Ramsey. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. That'll be complete to Cook. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Here's Drew Kaiser now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
One last throw here for Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. on EA Sports.